Hey everyone, and welcome to call number 6 in the Southern Romantics New Consultant webinars. Tonight we're talking about making money, building inventory, and money management. Yay! Currently we've got Ann and Wendy hanging out with us tonight. I am super excited that they are spending their Sunday evening with me. It is Labor Day weekend, and the three of us have had very exciting days. So I think we've all probably had a glass of wine or 6, and we are going to talk about money, which is the best combination, wine and money. This is why we don't drink at parties, because when you combine wine and math with me, I'm going to overcharge you. So nobody wants that. So the first thing I want to run through with you guys is how to place a bulk order on the COO. Now, this seems like it could be a little basic. I know where both of you guys are in your business. You probably already placed a bulk order, but just in case you don't, I'm going to run through. So let me get my COO up and run for you and figure out how to share my screen, which is always exciting. And yes, Anne was asking earlier, has your computer frozen yet? No, but right now it's taking a super long time to load. Not frozen, just loading. Okay, so the COO home screen, you guys should all be familiar with this, hopefully, because we have the booking blitz this week. Hopefully you've all chosen our team name for the booking blitz. If you haven't, I posted a video in the booking blitz event on how to do that, so make sure you do it. But when you're ready to place a bulk order, and this is maybe after you've had a handful of parties, I say you have at least a minimum of $300 worth of inventory to order from corporate. This is when you'd want to place a bulk order. So don't place it after every single party. If you're starting slow with just a couple parties a month, if you can try to chunk them all closer to the same time so people don't have to wait that long, that is the best option. So if you go up here across the very tippy top to where it says place order, or you can also go to orders, place regular order. So we have two different places, place order and place regular order. This little tracker over here will tell you how much you currently have in your retail total. And that's to make sure you hit your $200 every 2 months, but also getting close to your next $1,000 mark will get you an extra $50 in free product. Yay! And then your retail, your price total is what you're actually paying out of pocket for it. So corporate bases all of its reports on your retail level, not what you're actually paying, because everybody has a different percentage rate. If you're a little bit more visual, you can check out the catalog browser options where you can see what's on sale. I'm going to go to Bath because it's a little bit more G-rated. Or Beauty. That's also G-rated. So if you want to see the actual bottles, you can. And then it's got this handy-dandy drop-down that tells you what smells you got available. Yay, smells. If you're a nerd like me and everything's on a spreadsheet, I just do it by category. So you can check out the different beauty things, and it breaks it down if you want a 6-pack and your price total and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to, let's just pretend I ordered 1,000 Basic Instincts and I need to really add it to my bag. You can click and follow this through. It's pretty self-explanatory. It kind of, again, you get a preview so you can double check. This down here will tell you if there's a daily sale. So sometimes these are the things you have to remember, is if you're close to the next whatever benchmark for the daily sale, you just have to weigh the options. Is it going to be, will it pay off in the long run for you to add $572 to your order to save that extra 10%? Or if you're like $20 away, can you throw in an extra bottle of Coochie? I'd say that's good. If it's over, like if you're really pinching pennies, then obviously don't go into debt. I'd say if it's within $100 and you have $50-ish that you can spend on it, do it. Because whatever you're going to get, be it a 10% discount, or sometimes there is free shipping, or not free shipping, but $19 shipping. Sometimes it's actual products. Those are kind of fun to keep an eye on. This will not tell you while you're purchasing how close you are to your next $1,000 level or total for the whole entire month. So that's something that's I'll have my calculator and I'm like, okay, If I'm buying $1,500 worth of stuff and I currently have $1,700 worth of stuff, how far am I from $4,000 or whatever it is? And if it's worth it, then I might go ahead and make up the difference. And if it's not, then I won't. I know somebody was only 10 cents away. I'm not going to name names. She knows who she is. And believe me, because when it happens once, you're going to be like, oh, so close. But sometimes it's literally just miscalculating or not realizing that that's available to you. So it's totally fine, but you won't let that happen again, right? When I checked my reports, I was like, oh, because there's, again, when it rolls over to September 1, there's nothing we can do about August except for learn a lesson. So, okay, I still love you. You're still kicking ass. And you still have. All right, so then we hit the next button. Look at, you can see where I used to live. There's all my information for the internet to find me. And then you can choose your ground shipping. So standard shipping right now is $19 because I only have one thing in my cart. That's going to go up the more I add to it. Don't ever pay for any of those other things. Always go standard. You're not in that dire of a need to get something overnight and pay that much crazy shipping. $49 shipping for one tube of Basic Instinct. Not worth it. Oh, let me actually do the rules. All right. And then if you wanted to donate to the Patty Brisbane Foundation, if you don't know enough about that, do some research. This is a great, way to, it's the easiest way you can donate to the PBF besides buying stuff at conference and stuff like that. But just rounding up, boom, that's easy enough. So, and it's doing your total off of your shipping and taxes down here, not like your retail total. Or you can just leave it as a default. Nope, I don't want to. If you have credits on file or any sort of commissions from online orders, that'll show up over here. So say that this had $20 and I could apply it. You could put it'll kind of auto-calculate the amount. Hit apply credits and it will deduct from over here as a payment, as a form of payment. And it's basically like a coupon. And then you put in your contact information, your credit card information, add your payment. Burp. Let's pretend I did that. And then you can go, there'll be a happy little submit button over here. But because I'm not gonna go through and actually buy that ain't happening. So that's how you'll place your big bulk order. If you're not sure how to figure out what you need to manage your inventory, then it's a good thing you're on this call because we will be talking about that this evening. Again, I'm a big fat nerd when it comes to spreadsheets. Other people use an order form. So you just go down an order form and you just make tallies of how many things that you sold or how many that you need to order or how many you need to replace that was in your inventory. I think Heather Pillow has that on her 60-40 split video. All right, so talking about building and organizing inventory, some of the benefits of carrying inventory, you'll increase your party sales, increase your attendance. When people know that you carry stuff, they'll be excited. They want to come to that party so they can get their stuff that night. It'll increase party bookings because they know that you're going to bring stuff to them. It eliminates back orders. Yay! It saves on postal fees. Yes. Eliminates mistakes and complaints. And it promotes impulse buying, which can sound kind of like impulse buying, but we all do it. That's why they have all those delicious candies right there at the checkout, or little things of Tic Tacs, or a gift card. Like, that's all impulse buying. When you go to Target and you're like, I definitely need this chapstick that's just sitting here while I'm reading about Will and Kate's latest pregnancy. That's what we're doing. We're impulse buying. So when you've got that all there for them, what would stop them from leaving with everything on their wish list besides themselves? If they come into the ordering room, they know they have to wait, then they're going to go ahead and edit because they're not, oh man, it just gives them more time to talk themselves out of something. So obviously you don't have to carry inventory, but it's very helpful. I'm going to share a happy little screen with you beauties. This is a Word document. This is going to be the most like Word document heavy call that we're going to have. So please don't let that scare you. So these benefits I just told you guys about are right here. Oh my gosh, go. Oh. This basically kind of tells you everything over the course of 5 pages. Seriously, this is the handout-friendly webinar. This is the one where you guys are going to print things off and highlight things, hopefully, or at least read it. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by reading all this. It tells you the benefits of it and what to kind of start stocking first. So you're going to want to start stocking heavier items and items that come in your kit. We always say stock deep before you stock wide. Don't just go and buy one of everything in the catalog. Stock the things that you are actually selling. And you can pull, if you go under my reports, you can pull a report of what you've purchased from corporate, and those will typically be your best sellers. Oh, Anne's already done it. Congratulations. Good job, Anne. And that's something, especially if I'm going to go to corporate for like a warehouse shopping event at national training, or if, you know, it's a $19 shipping day and I want to stock up on things, I'm going to pull that report and see what I've sold most of. Now that I'm 5 years in the business, I kind of know what my best sellers are. But that's something definitely for you guys to start kind of looking at. What do you want to, if you have an extra $50, what can you stock up on? Well, and always stock heavy before toys, because it's going to, especially on $19 shipping days, because it's going to cost more shipping. Shipping's based on weight. Yes. A lot of the items in this top section are available in a 6-pack. Take advantage of those. My rule was always, if you've already sold 3, get a 6-pack, because you will sell the other 3. So go ahead and just buy the damn 6-pack. And you can trade 6-packs. You can become a 6-pack buddy with somebody. So, and if you're like, well, I need 3 Between the Sheets love story, but I really want to kind of build a variety. So Wendy, would you buy a Radiant Orchid 6-pack and we'll trade 3 for 3, and then we both have 2 smells? But we only had to pay for like 1 6-pack. Boom. That's what our team page is all about. Toys. Ooh, come back, toys. So these are some of the toys that came in your kit, or similar ones. We always say stock. You're going to sell what you show. And both of you guys, when we talked at your Pop the Box, we're talking about showing the higher priced items versus like the blind date. So you might want to keep the blind date, but you'll really want to kind of stock the head turner first. I should probably update this sheet. I haven't updated it in a hot minute. And then the rendezvous versus the tease me, please me, the full bloom over the just one touch. Playmate over the, what's the new one called? You know the new one, the blue one, freestyle. Just because even though some of them might only be a $3 to $10 difference, if you have the higher price one in stock and someone's only going to buy what you've got in stock, you just sold them an $89 toy over a $59 toy. So that's more money in your pocket. That's smart. That's working smarter, not harder. So how much do you need to have? Don't go crazy and be like, I need to dump all of my profits into building my inventory, because you don't. Do the 60-40 split video if you haven't watched it. Just do it. Trust me on it. It's amazing. But we say enough for 2 to 3 parties per week, which is roughly about $2,000 for 3 parties. So if you're only doing 3 parties in a month, then all you need is about $2,000 worth of inventory. You will have back orders. You can trade with other consultants. All of that is totally fine if you need to refill orders. Okay, organizing your inventory. Yay! There's not one right way to do this. Every consultant has a different personal preference for how she wants to organize her inventory. You've seen me, I keep mine in my car. Some people put them in tote bags and drag them in. Some people have suitcases that roll. It's whatever is going to work for you, but as long as it is organized, the key word is organization. So neat, easy to find. You know exactly where everything is. You know roughly how many of each item you have in stock. So you're not just like, oh, I know I had a Come Clean way down in here somewhere. If your Come Cleans are in a box, your Coochies are in a box, all that kind of fun stuff. The boxes that the 6-packs come in are amazing. So just hold on to those, and then you can just refill those boxes. If you're carrying your stuff in a tote bag or a suitcase, or even that's what I use to separate out everything in my drawers, that I know what's in each box, and you can label the box. Coochie, Come Clean, whatever. And that way you're spending more time with your customers, engaging with them instead of rifling through your junk like, oh, I thought I had one. Where to store your inventory and demos in your home, that's up to you. I know you guys both have kind of little office spaces that you're working with right now. If you had small children, that would be a larger concern. We want to make sure those things are away from prying eyes, just because we don't want to scar our babies. So locks are always good. If you have visitors or anybody, just kind of just maybe close the door to your office. And you want to make sure that, again, it's organized. So when you're refilling really quick before a party, or if you get called to do a last minute party, all your stuff is there and ready to go. So you can just throw it in the car, get to go. And that's like ways for your inventory and demos, and same with organizing your actual products. So people do Rubbermaid totes that they bring in. I always would err on the side of easy, whatever's easier for you, because you want to make sure your job looks easy. If your customers see you hauling in like 17 31 tote bags stocked to the brim with inventory and you're like sweating profusely, by the time you get into the party, that's not going to make the easiest or best first impression. But if you've got if you run out to your car and in 5 minutes you come back with bags full of goodies, they're going to be like, oh my God, what's in her car? She's like Santa Claus. This is great. So this is really pushing totes. A lot of women were doing totes. We're lucky enough to live in a climate where stuff can stay in the car relatively safely. There's some girls where you can't leave something in a car for 2 hours because it's going to start popping and exploding or freezing. So we're really lucky that we don't have to deal with that, but just use your best judgment. And if you're not sure, then go ahead and sacrifice it between the sheets. Just put it in your car for 48 hours in the heat or in the cold and just see what happens. Put it in a box in case it does explode, it stays contained. Larger amounts of inventory, there's lots of different ways. If you're going to do like a mobile office, kind of like how Kelly Ellis Neal has a pink van, then that can be kind of crazy too. So smaller boxes that they use to ship products, same thing, just cut the top off, throw the entire case into a tote, drawer organizers into totes. Those like craft cases from Michael's that you can buy where they're like this thick and they have a plastic lid and there's like row. I've seen people keep their toys, just every toy gets its own row. That's kind of cool. So yeah, this worksheet's available for you. I'm just going to hit the high points. That's all the high points. Yay! All right. So tips for smart ordering and maximizing profit is what I would love to chat with you guys about next. Again, this is like my happy place, because this is something that I had to kind of figure it out on my own. But a lot of it was from other consultants, just talking to other consultants and asking them the best way to do things. So this is already built in a link, or it should be a link to Heather Pillow's 60/40 split. Yay! So when you download this worksheet, you should be able to follow the link right to that. Yay! So again, about $2,000. Some of this might be a little redundant because I'm combining a couple different worksheets together. So if it's repeated, that means it's important. It's just like school. They're going to tell you the most important things like 3 times. Yay! So deep before wide, heavy before small, and light. Stock better toys more than you stock cheaper toys. Don't just because Philips are on sale for 30 cents a piece or something stupid right now. Don't just be like, well, I'm going to stock Philips. Maybe get 5 Philips as hostess gifts when your hostesses have $1,000 parties and they get a free vibrating gift. But don't try and move Philips. That's crazy. Limit your frequency of how often you purchase. When I first got started and I wasn't carrying inventory, I made an order every week because I didn't want my customers to wait. I was a creature of habit. I liked having a schedule. But when I finally sat down at the end of the year and I looked at how much in shipping I collected versus how much I spent buying things from corporate and then getting things mailed out, I wasn't hardly making a damn thing. So now I am on my schedule. I order every other week. And that keeps me within the 10 business days that we really encourage you guys to make sure your people get their stuff within 10 business days. But I can still live my life by my schedule. I know on Wednesday afternoons, I've got to be at the house for UPS. That way nothing goes missing off my porch, because you guys have been to my house. Sometimes things don't stay on my porch as long as I want them to. So I just stay home on Wednesday afternoons and my shipment comes in. That's just, I build that in. It's in my calendar. But it also saves me more money when I can buy more every other week than just buying a little at a time every week, because more money is going to shipping. Then I can have more stuff in stock that I don't really have to mail that much out anymore. I think this week when my shipment came in, I mailed out 4 packages, and I think my total was $17. So if 4 people paid $28 in shipping, then I profited, oh God, $11. Is that math? It's Sunday. Yeah. Anne's like, yeah, it's 11. Girl, get your calculator. So there is a shipping chart on the COO that you can use as a reference for like weight or price point. Hopefully it's still in that same spot where that's kind of showing you where it is. If it's not, let me know and I will update that. Never, like I told you guys before, never pay for anything but standard ground shipping. There's some math breakdowns. There's some of these worksheets where it's like me just trying to do math in a Word document. If you have a small amount of things that you need to trade, utilize us. That's what we're here for, to help cover your butts. Remember to trade. Be a good sister when you're trading. So if you need to replace something for someone, and I know that I fall short on this a handful of times, and so I just have a spreadsheet when people borrow stuff from me or when I borrow stuff from people, so I can see if I actually gave them the stuff that I needed to, or if they still owe me stuff. But make it convenient for the person who's helping you. All right, so Anne, if I desperately needed a whipped vanilla cupcake and you have it, I need to come to you, okay? And if you need a whipped vanilla cupcake from me, you're gonna come to me, right? It's just basically that simple. Don't make the person who's helping you out like work hard to help you out, because then they might not want to help you out anymore. So the corporate policy is you cannot pay another consultant for a product. If it's a discontinued product, then it's a little bit more flexible. So say that like the GBF was discontinued and Annie really needed one and I had one and I didn't need anything else in that $39 price point right now, or there wasn't anything in a $39 price point, then you could pay me. I would charge you my percentage what I paid out of pocket. But I'm really, honestly, ladies, I am not comfortable with people exchanging money for products because it's a corporate policy. Like, just don't do it. If for whatever reason, say you needed to trade with someone who lived far away and they were mailing you something and you were mailing them a replacement, throw in a couple bucks for shipping because they paid shipping out of pocket to help yo AF. So that's probably smart. I don't know what number 3 means, because you can offer to replace it when you order. Just tell the person that you're like, ask them, do you want to trade or do you want me to replace it? And then tell them when you will replace it. Because if you're like, oh, I'll replace it with my next order, but you're not going to order for 3 months and then you go inactive, don't do that. Okay, so daily sales are a great way to earn free product. Woo! For stock, I know I have like a butt ton of Please Me's and a butt ton of Tickled Pinks that I got. And so those make great giveaways. Or I can try selling them in a flash sale, whatever. Aim to earn free product, order 6 packs. How am I already at 10 minutes? What the hell? Demo what you have in stock. Offer packages of what you have in stock. But again, don't give away the whole thing. Never discount a single item. If you're like, oh yeah, I have Basic Instinct, that's all you want tonight? Well, here, I'll knock $5 off. Because if you start doing that, I'm going to punch you in the face. So offer a discount on multiple items if you're really trying to offer something, or a free product when you hit this much. So my VIP box is like $150 and you get a free thing out of it. $250, you get 2 free things, but they need to give me that money first. If there's a back order, say that they really want a blind date, but you've only got the head turner, see if you can upsell them to the head turner and maybe take a discount off. I wouldn't match it to $59, but you could give it a little bit of a discount to make it more enticing. Always charge the shipping. Always charge the shipping. If you don't charge shipping, I'm going to punch you in the face. Always charge shipping. And then calculating the tax correctly. Make sure any discounts come off after shipping and tax. Boom. I'll let you guys read that later. So exciting. If you have questions about my math ability, don't ask me about them because they're probably wrong. So money management and savings is another. I get really worked up over money, you guys. I don't want that to make me sound greedy, but I want to make sure that you guys see the profit that you're making and that you know what to do with it, all right? Not just to make it rain and roll around in your bed, but how to make this money work for you to help you reach your goals. I know, Anne, you were just kind of wanting to get out of the house, meet some new people, have some fun, but I know Wendy's got like a bathroom remodel on her list. So even if money's not your biggest motivator, just making sure you're enjoying it, but also that it's working for you. So paying yourself consistently with your profits is huge because if you don't see how much that you're earning, it's hard to figure out what you pay yourself. So the Party Profit app and Pure Sale are going to be absolutely fantastic to figure out how much you actually earned per party. So you can pay yourself a percentage of your profits. So say you're at a 50% buying discount when you're a senior consultant. So of that 50%, maybe pay yourself 60%. So, and then 40% is what you're going to kind of put back into your business. Or pay yourself a set amount per party. So you just have a goal. Sometimes I think that works better. So your goal of every party is a $500 party because you are paying yourself $200 from this party, damn it. I pay myself the same amount every single week. So it doesn't matter how many parties I had. I know I have to have X amount in my bank account on Tuesdays because that's about to auto draft over. I just set it up as a recurring draft. So on weeks when I don't have parties, I freak out, run a little sale, but I always make sure I have enough money in there to cushion so I can pay myself because my family is counting on that money to be there. So even after you've reinvested into your business and maybe you've fully stocked your inventory to a good level, keep with the payment plan with what you already kind of chose, and then deposit the rest into the savings account. After you're using it to invest in your business, you've invested, you're good, then start putting it into savings for your business to pay for things like wedding festivals or vendor fairs or national training or a mobile boutique or new ways to carry your inventory or whatever, a new outfit. Just rolling that back into a business expense is going to be great for you. Separate bank accounts are a must-have. If you don't have a separate bank account for your business, do it now before I put you over money and I'll pop you. I recommend a business account, but some people just do personal checking. It's up to you. I just know there's some added benefits to me having a business account with my bank that I couldn't get with a personal checking. Different loans that it opens me up for. Not that I'll ever use them, but it's nice to know they're available. And then a business savings account when you're ready. I'm gonna let you guys read this on your own. Here's how you can save things. $50 from every party. Create a plan to save $200 to $300 a month, 10% of your profits into a savings account. I do $25 a week, so $100 a month. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I also deposit all of my overrides, my sponsor bonus, all my overrides, those get direct deposited into my savings account. What else? Oh my God, we have so many things to talk about. Not enough time. So your income potential. Oh, okay, we're doing okay. I can rush through this in 4 minutes. You guys ready for like speed demon Megan? Is that any different than regular Megan? No, no, it is not. Okay, so this is kind of like the pay it forward plan that's available in the boot camp that we talked about. But I just want you to kind of see the money difference. So if you're an advanced consultant, which I believe both of you are right now, between 40 and 45%, So your income right now, roughly, if you're doing 8 parties a month, if this is like full time, I know it seems high, would be about $21.20. If you're a senior consultant, as soon as you get to that 50%, your income doing the same amount of work is $30.60. So that's almost $1,200 more just by having 3 active team members. If you're a director, it's $2,100 more than being an advanced consultant. Again, this is just doing the same amount of work, just adding people to your team. Advanced director, you're up to over $6,000. That's what's up. Senior director, you're up to almost $7,000 more. So that's $9,000 in your pocket on a monthly basis. National director, that's totally where you guys are going to get me like next week, right? Right? Look at this number. Your monthly take-home income is $19,000 doing 8 parties. I just can't. I cannot even. And then same thing with the executive director. That's still $19,000. It might be like $700 more than the other one, but that's still 5-digit income in a month. That's so stupid. So really, if you are like driven to retire or pay for whatever you want in like pure romance money, the key is super duper important that you build your team. I know I made a video about that when we came back from national training, how Chris wants us or says that we can be $1 million team by the end of next year. But the only way that's going to happen is if we get a bigger team, because the 30 odd of us are great, but we're not going to be able to do $1 million with just 30. So we need to add more people to the team. Now that's totally up to you if you want to do. You don't have to recruit, but there's so much money in recruiting. And that's why I love it when you guys get me an override check every single month, because that goes straight into my savings and that helps me pay for all the little extras or, road trips when I'm not working. It's all my rainy day money. So I'm going to let you guys look at those on your own and kind of go into that deeper. But I would love for you to kind of make a goal of how many people you want to share the opportunity with. And this week during the Blitz is a perfect time to do it. So not only are we trying to book parties, we're trying to share the opportunity. So just reaching out to those people that have expressed interest or have asked questions, even if they're just like, oh, what is it that you're doing now? Oh my God, give them the opportunity. So your homework in this minute and a half we have is to tell me how and when you're going to qualify for the Inventory Advantage program. And prepare to share 4 examples of planting seeds at your parties to get more bookings and new team members. So I know that's kind of thinking ahead, but I do want you guys to get a little, Anne, I saw that you did your 12-month thing, so thank you for that. I think that came through this week. But just keep me posted on what you guys want to achieve, and if you need help coming up with a plan of action, because that's my job, is to help you come up with a plan, but also hold you accountable. So this is about to end. I'm going to go ahead and end it, but if you guys want to log back in using the same link, then I'll answer any questions you've got. Sound like a plan? Awesome.